Finally we've reached the last part of Claude in the city. I'm so excited to get to the end and see what happens. So the last part we read was when Claude was trying to find out what had happened or why there were so many wrestlers waiting in the doctor's surgery. Poor Claude had tried on one of the doctor's coats and had then been mistaken for one of the doctor's. So it was his job then to find out what was wrong with the wrestlers. So let's keep reading. Claude was just wondering if he should start prodding people when there came a noise from behind the desk. Bong, 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 bong. It was the clock striking 11 o'clock in the morning. Suddenly, Claude felt himself starting to wobble. He felt like he was about to faint. And it was exactly then that he realised what the mystery illness was. "Nurse," he cried, "I've solved the problem. These people have got 11 o'clock itis. What they need is a nice cup of tea, a sit down, and possibly a biscuit if you have any." The nurse beamed a big smile, spun around, Claude ducked, and clattered off to the kitchen. She came back carrying a huge tray piled high with cups and biscuits and a gigantic teapot. Claude helped her dish out the drinks and biscuits to the people in the waiting room. As soon as they had dunked their biscuits and had a slurp of tea, they started to come round. It wasn't long before the wrestlers had each other in headlocks. The acrobats were swinging from the light fittings, and the man with the tattoos was busy finishing his cross-stitch. In the distance, Claude could hear Dr. Aikenbum talking to Sir Bobblysock, so he ran back to the office. Claude took off the doctor's coat and hung it up in the cupboard. Then he quickly combed his ears with a clipboard and sat down neatly in the chair. Seconds later, Dr. Aikenbum arrived, wheeling Sir Bobblysock, who, Claude thought, looked a lot better. "He's all better," said Dr. Aikenbum. "We solved the problem. He had a small hole in the heel. So we've had our best surgeon darn it, and now he's as good as new." Claude was going to ask Sir Bobblysock if he had behaved himself, but then he noticed his friend was wearing a large sticker which said, "I was darn good in hospital," so he didn't bother. "You are free to go home now," said Dr. Aikenbum. So Claude said thank you and goodbye and set off with Sir Bobblysock. But they didn't go by ambulance. The wrestlers were so grateful to Claude for curing them of the mystery illness that they carried him and Sir Bobblysock all the way home. Claude and Sir Bobblysock decided this was a very good way to travel. Only perhaps not every day. Okay, so for your activity today, I would like you to have a go at making your own clock. Now it could be like mine, just on paper, or maybe you want to make it out of something like a paper plate. And then you need to have a go at making some hands for your clock. So I've just used some straws, but you could use anything that you can find around your home. So have a go and see if you can make 11 o'clock on your clock. There we go. And then have a practice at making some other times. See if you can make 9 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And then think about past, 1/4 past, and also 1/4 to. Have fun. See you later.